The Ukrainian Defence Forces have taken control of another 5 square kilometers of the Kursk region. This was reported by Alexander Syrsky during a meeting of the Supreme Commander-in-Chief's headquarters. In addition, the Commander-in-Chief of the Ukrainian Armed Forces reported on another replenishment of the exchange fund.
An offensive operation continues in the Kursk direction. In a day, our troops have advanced up to 2 kilometers in some directions.
Russia will try to defend the region with light infantry, writes British intelligence. Thus, the Kursk region administration announced the creation of a volunteer unit, BARS-Kursk. Future recruits are promised that they will allegedly serve only in the Kursk region and only for 6 months. The BARS units, the combat army reserve of the country, are mainly light infantry formations without artillery and armored vehicles.
The creation of the BARS-Kursk volunteer unit is almost certainly a Russian response to the Ukrainian incursion into the Kursk Oblast, which began on August 6, 2024. It is unlikely that the volunteer unit will be set up and able to support any Russian military activity in Kursk over the next months, although it is likely attempting to build its forces in Kursk. From the UK Ministry of Defence Intelligence on social network X.
On August the 27th, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Ukraine Syrsky said that Russia had already transferred 30,000 people to the Kursk sector, and their numbers were growing daily. Russian mercenaries are being transported from Burkina Faso to defend the Kursk region, Le Monde writes. The withdrawal of troops was confirmed to the publication by the commander of the Medvedi Brigade, Viktor Yermolayev, call-sign Jedi. On August the 27th, a message appeared on his unit's Telegram channel that, I quote, "In connection with the recent event, the brigade is returning to Crimea. It is based on the temporarily occupied peninsula, and on August the 13th, the mercenaries reported that they had arrived in full force."
This group of about 100 people who arrived in Ouagadougou in May provided protection for certain individuals, including probably the head of the junta, Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Their mission was short-lived. The fighters of the BARS Brigade, a private military company linked to the Russian Defense Ministry who arrived in Burkina Faso in May, are packing up. The official reason for leaving just 3 months after their arrival: participation in Russia's defense against the Ukrainian army's offensive on August 6 in the Kursk region. From a publication by Le Monde.
Russians are in no hurry to transfer those who are advancing on Pokrovsk and Toretsk in the Donetsk region to defend their own territory. At the same time, the transfer of units of the regular army of the aggressor country from the Siversk direction and the Chasiv Yar area, this is in the Donetsk region, the Robotyne area in the Zaporizhia region, and the north of the Kharkiv region was recorded by the American Institute for the Study of War. The Russian armed forces may attempt a counter-offensive in the Kursk region, said CIA Deputy Director David Cohen, but this, according to him, will be difficult battles for Russia.
The use of Russian troops to conduct counter-offensive actions in the Kursk region requires an increase in the contingent compared to what it is there now. Accordingly, this includes the expenditure of ammunition, shells, weapons, transfer and logistics, quite complex components. From the point of view of deterring Russian troops, I think this is something that our troops will be also happy with, because Russia is being drawn into a battle in a direction it did not plan.
In order to push the Ukrainian Defence Forces out of the Kursk region, Russia needs from 15 to 20 brigades, or at least 50,000 troops. The New York Times cites such estimates from anonymous US officials. The publication notes that the aggressor country's army does not have nearly the required number of forces in the border areas. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Valeria Nekipelova, UATV News.